People don't respond to how well you talk. They respond to how well you make them feel seen, heard, and understood. I'm Jason, I'm the leadership guy, and I'm here to help you become a better leader. Truth is that all leaders communicate. We have to. And granted, some leaders communicate better than others, but only a few leaders actually connect with their people. And be sure, the very best leaders always connect with their people. Think about connection as the bridge between you and the people that you lead. You can't build trust, teamwork, or influence without that bridge. It's just not going to happen. And while we focus a lot on communication, as we should, unfortunately, far too many people believe that leadership is just about getting your message across. It's not. Leadership is about getting through to the hearts of your people. A few years ago, John, a department leader, was frustrated. Yeah. And so he spoke to a colleague, Sally, to vent, and he shared with her, look, I just don't understand what's happening. I keep telling my team what to do, nothing changes. So out of concern, Sally volunteered to sit in on one of his meetings. And so during the meeting, yeah, John, in fact, gave very clear instructions to his team. But then she noticed something else. There was no eye contact. There was no questions. There were no feedback loops. It was all top-down communication. Basically, it was a monologue. Right. So after the meeting, John and Sally caught up and she gave him the feedback. And she asked a very interesting question. She said, John, do you know what's happening in their world? And John was forced to think on that. He paused to think on it. Came back very quickly the answer. No, I really haven't. I've been too focused on trying to get results. That's what's been going on. And so as John started to make changes, yeah, he started to ask questions. He started genuinely listening. He started to show real concern for his people. And in time, the whole situation turned all the way around. John was no longer just giving instructions. The people weren't just hearing him speak. They started to trust him. That all of the difference for them. As John found out, leadership isn't about being heard. It's about helping people to feel seen, heard, and understood. With connection, that builds commitment. And without connection, your communication is going to fall flat like a pancake. So if you want to build real connection and not just communication, here are 3 simple steps. Here's the first one. Listen beyond words. Yeah. Listen beyond words. The old expression says that we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. So we should listen twice as much as we speak. But you know how things go, especially for some of us as leaders. We are talking, giving instructions, trying to solve problems. Yeah. Oftentimes we're not listening. But here's the important thing, folks. When you actually listen to what one of your people is saying, remember, you need to listen beyond words. So you listen for not just the words that they are speaking, listen for what they actually mean. Not everyone communicates in the same way. And so some people are very straightforward communicators, others are not. And so people may speak particular words, but they may mean something else. So what you need to listen for is what they actually mean by what they say. The old expression says you need to read between the lines. Yeah. You need to listen for what they are not saying. Yeah. Do those kinds of things. So listen beyond words. Listen for meaning. Listen for their heart. Listen for what they're about. Listen. Real and truly listen. You want to ask some questions for clarity and follow. You've probably been in a conversation and you've said something to someone and then you've gone your different ways. Maybe it was for that person to take action and go do something on your behalf or something like that. And then when that person actually does that, you realize that person didn't understand what I meant. No, you thought you were clear. They thought they understood, but they did not really understand your meaning. So ask some questions. So ask questions to ensure that they understand what you mean, but also ask questions to follow up with them, to get some feedback from them. Ask simple things like, what does this mean to you? Or how can I better help you or support you? What's one of the tough things about your job that it really gets to you? Ask them questions. Listen back for them. It's been said that listening is a language of respect. Genuinely listen. I'm not talking about just waiting for an appropriate break in communication to jump in and then hijack the conversation and talk you. I'm not talking about that. Genuinely listen to people. Listen beyond words. They are saying a whole lot more than their words are able to convey. Listen for that. Listen beyond words. Here's a second one. Show genuine care. Okay. Now, I know that sometimes leaders are expected to be and encouraged to be aloof and distant. Yeah. If you are too close to your people, they tell you cliches like familiarity breeds contempt. And while that's true, it's really and truly difficult to lead people well from far. It's difficult. It can be done, but it's difficult. Show genuine concern for your people. There's absolutely no replacement for that. You don't need to be distant and aloof. You don't need to be perceived as cold and hard. You don't need that. There's a generation of leaders that grew up thinking this is what needs to be done. That's not so at all. We know much better now. We know much better. People are people. People are genuine. They have genuine trouble and challenges and problems in their life. They need to know that you get them. They need to feel understood. They need to know that you see them, you hear them, you understand them. That comes when you show genuine concern. There are some ways you can do that. Remember names. Now, I can tell you personally, over the years, that's been a challenge for me. But I found the key to it. Found the key. I learned somewhere at some point in time an interesting technique. Especially when you meet someone for the first time, use their name several times in that first conversation. So the person's name is John. John, nice to meet you. Tell me, John, what do you do for a living? John, what's your favorite year? Several times in our conversation, use that person's name so it sticks with you. And then we have these devices. Write their names down. Remember the names. Remember milestones. Remember anniversaries. This device again, it's their birthday. Put that on your phone. An alarm will go off. The alarm goes up, the reminder goes up. You place a phone call, you send a message to them. Hey, you wish them a happy birthday. Maybe it's their anniversary. Maybe today is the anniversary, their anniversary of service in your company, in your organization. The first day that they came to your church, or the days that they became a member of your church, whatever it is. Remember those things. When when you are in conversation with people and someone remembers your birthday or remembers this, how does that feel? It feels good. They are showing genuine concern for you. Celebrate wins. Celebrate the victories. Celebrate with them. They may have just accomplished this or just achieved this. Celebrate it with them. So whatever the victory might be, whatever the achievement, it can be a big one, it can be a small, whichever one it is. Celebrate with them. Let me give you a little thing. Maybe you can do something as simple as get a cupcake, put a candle on it, and bring it to that person. And just sit there and celebrate with them, whatever it is. because they've done this. When people know that you care, they open up and they bring their best. Yeah, they will begin to trust you and share more with you. Don't be afraid of people trusting you. Don't be afraid of people feeling that they can share things. It's important to be connected to people like that. So show genuine care for your people. Here's a third one. Be present, not just available. Yeah. Be present for your people, not just available to them. It is entirely possible that someone can be physically present and emotionally absent. I learned an interesting HR term some years ago. It's called presenteeism. So we familiar with absenteeism. Yeah. This is presenteeism. Presenteeism speaks about the fact that the person is physically present, but that's the only presence that you have. They're not there. They're not mentally there. They're not emotionally there. That productivity is going to be near zero, likely, because they are not present. Be present for your people. That means live in the moment. Be there. Be conscious, aware, and alive in that moment. They're speaking to you about something. No, your eyes can't glaze over and your mind, you can't do that because you're no longer present. You need to be present with your people, not just available. Available means that they have access to you. They can come and stand there and you're standing there, but you may be emotionally absent. Be present with your people, not just available. Here's how you can ensure that you're present. These phones that we have and walk around with all the time, yeah, put it down. Put it away. Put it in your pocket. Put it in the drawer. Yeah, put it down. Right? Make eye contact with them. There's a whole lot of people who communicate like this. Yeah. They're looking everywhere else besides at the person that they need to be looking at. Put your phone down. Make eye contact. Engage. Engage with them. Listen to what they say. Ask questions for clarity, for feedback. Do that. As you do that, you will realize that they are aware you are present and you are. Here's one of the things presence communicate without saying anything. It says, you matter. So I will not only be physically here, I will be present for you. I'm consciously involved in this and aware. I'm fully here for you. Why? Because you matter to me. You matter. So be present, not just available. To help you connect better with your team, I've created a free resource. It's called 5 Questions Leaders Can Ask to Connect Better. Yes, I know it's a mouthful. I'm sorry, but 5 questions leaders can ask to connect better. It's a simple tool that will help strengthen your relationships and connect with your team better. Check out the link in the description below. So here's a challenge for you. Who on your team needs you to stop talking at them and start connecting with them? When you think about somebody on your team who needs that, yeah, you can probably think about more than one. So this week, schedule some one-on-one time with that person. Just have a conversation, no agendas. Just want to be there, present, to have a conversation, to connect with them, to genuinely listen to them. Follow up, ask questions so that you can understand this person that you are leading. So tell us in the comments, what's one way that you connect with people? Yeah, tell us one way that you connect with people. We'd love to hear that from you. Drop it in the comments. Let us know. Check out this video for more help in becoming a better leader. See you next time.